Hello there, it is I, Ginger of the Universal Dance and Music Arts Abu Dhabi, and I'm here to do a very quick one today. Today, I just wanted to quickly discuss the aspect of volume in our bodies in Latin dancing. And what do I mean by volume? That means that you have to think whenever you're dancing Latin dance, could be salsa, bachata, kizomba, rumba, cha-cha. You have to think of breath in the chest and in the body. And how am I going to show this today? I'm going to do that through isolations. So these are great exercises that you might want to incorporate in your Latin dancing in general. I'm talking to the social Latin dance dancers on the dance floor. I'm talking about the professional, whatever aspect or genre of Latin dance you do, you always want to think about interior body action. And that is otherwise what I'm terming a volume. So interior body action or a volume. Okay, so sometimes when I see some dancers, I'm going to speak about the social Latin dance aspect. Maybe they're dancing the salsa, for instance. What I see is generally more of the stepping 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 with very little hip movement or body action. Yes, there are those who have trained, especially in Cuban style salsa, who take time to really talk about isolating the shoulders, isolating the hips, yes? But this time I decided to do a little video on creating volume and thereby in creating interior body action whenever you are dancing. And these are a couple of exercises that you can incorporate at your free time, okay? No stress, easy peasy in your room, in the living area. Take it easy and try these exercises. So let's talk about volume and interior body action, okay? And we're going to start with the hips because whenever you're dancing or doing what we call Latin dancing, it is nice to create more movement in the body, okay? Inside the body, in the hips, and this gives your dance more qualification. It makes your dance look fuller, especially for those of us who are skinny or slim. So whenever we use that interior body actions, we break down the actions within the body and we end up looking softer, we end up looking fuller, and we end up giving that illusion of having bodies that are actually fuller and bigger than they really are. So we're creating that base, that base, all about that base. So here we go with just a couple of exercises that you can do to incorporate into your general routine that will give that beautiful illusion of volume and make you look better on the dance floor, which is what all this is about. So here we go. We're going to step to the side. Now what you're going to do, start off by doing, is just rocking side to side. And whenever when you're doing this exercise, make sure that when you rock, you're projecting your hip. Can you see my hip projection on what would be my right side and my hip projection on the left side? You don't want to have your feet too widely astride. You want to keep them shoulder width apart, okay? And you're going to rock from side to side. Make sure when you're rocking that your stretch is getting to the big toe. To provide alignment, it gives for a beautiful line, see more beautiful lines when you're dancing. And what I'm just doing here is rocking from side to side, okay? And can you see when I rock to the right, for instance, I have my hips slightly over my foot and not like that. So I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing. I am trying to make sure that my hips, I'm stretching my foot and my hip is slightly over my foot on that side. So this provides a nice stretch in the hip. So here you're loosening up those hip muscles, okay? This is the first thing. So this will help you create volume in your hips, And then when you've done this for a while, why don't you accentuate and take it back? So you're creating a nice circle, paying attention to the front here. So many a time when people are making circles or doing hip rotations, they fail to understand that the hip rotation should hit the front as well, not just the back. Latin dancing or social Latin dancing is not just about the backside, it's also about the front as well. So I'm going to take a side view and I'm going to do those circles that I just did. Sitting on my right side, I'm going to draw forward, then to the side and back, okay? So there we go. I'm trying to make sure that I'm drawing out an even circle. So this will help me with my volume as well. I'm going to switch sides and there we go. Same thing. This will help me in creating volume in my actions by loosening up and isolating my hips. There you go. So do that and try to make sure when you're doing this, you are not caving in on any side, okay? It is a when I say a balanced action across all 4 quadrants. So that is number 2. So you have the side to side, stretching the foot side to side, and you have the circle action. You shall do the third thing, which is to start your figure 8 action. So as you see here, I draw to the side. I'm going to just place my hands. This is something I like to do. Why do I like to place my hands at the nape of my neck? Is to create tension that will also ensure that I am not doing that, okay? Having this anterior tilt. We don't want that. We want to brace. So I'm bracing. This helps me brace nicely, and this also helps me concentrate the energy in the frontal part of my body. And what I'm going to do here is what we call the figure 8. Note that in all these 3 exercises, I am not bending my knees. I am not bending my knees. I am keeping my knees straight, because these exercises target the hip and not the knees, okay? So make sure you incorporate that. So here, my figure 8, I'm going in, rotating back, going in, rotating back, going in, rotating back. Let's take it from the back view. Maybe this will help. So I'm pushing here, nape of my neck, the back of my head, going in, rotating back, going in, rotating out, in, rotating out, in, rotating out, in, rotating out. So this is what I call the figure 8 action, okay? Then you come to the top, and if you want to isolate the top, something that you can always do is move side to side like so, okay? Make sure your hips are still. Just try to push the torso over the sides, okay? So you can see that clear, and I'm keeping my hips steady, and I'm pushing my torso up and over the sides of the hip, okay? Affecting the lats. Let's see that from the back view. From the back view here, as you can see, what muscles are being affected. Number 2, we're talking about the side view. I want to see you to see what I'm doing here. And what I'm doing here, I'm lifting the chest. And after that, I'm going to depress. I'm going to cave in and make sure my back comes out. So you have chest forward and back. Chest forward, chest back. Chest forward, chest back. When you have done these 2 exercises on the chest, then you're ready for the third. And the third is going to be a lifting of the chest and dropping. So I am not moving in or caving back and out, making a circle in this way. I am not doing this. Ho, ha, ho. No, I'm creating a circle in the frontal part of my body that is lifting from the sides upwards and down and around and upwards and down and around. This will help you create volume in the rib cage, okay? And this will also help to isolate your rib cage. This will help to, stretch out the muscles in the rib cage and give you beautiful interior body action. So the circle is more oblong than it is spherical, okay? It is that way in front of my chest. So it's there and there. Notice that I'm keeping my hips steady, lifting, and you can do it the reverse way. And then, of course, later on, you can actually go into the back and work the back muscles, as I spoke about before, okay? So here you can do that. Work the front, work the back. Everything contributes and helps everything else. Great. After you've done that, talk about isolating your back, okay, your shoulders. About the shoulders, focusing the energy on the shoulders, pulling up and back and down, and making sure that your actions are affecting your back. But what I'm going to do in a separate video, I'm going to talk more about the shoulders and also the head and how we can isolate the head and do some beautiful isolations with the shoulders. So today we're just focusing on the hips and the chest, creating volume in the upper body to help you with your body rolls, hip rotations, to really help you create nice contortion in the body. Thank you so much. I look forward to the next time. It is I, Ginger, signing out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video with more dance tidbits. Till next time.